Yeah. So, so in your logon pad, if anyone wants to use the different themes, different colors, so then you can go to the SAP logon pad, go to the options. Here you can change the your options here. You can change the option GUI options here. So here in the visual design, there is a visual design. There is a visual design. So in the visual design, so here you can see the theme settings. In the theme settings, so there is a signature theme, right? So maybe you have the different village themes, some quads themes, maybe you have the themes. So that is your wish. How whatever the themes you want to change it. So what happens if I change the themes here? Suppose I change it to the this theme, click on the OK button. So just let me close the SAP logon pad. Let me open the logon pad again. The themes will be changed. The themes and everything will be changed here. The themes will be changed here. See here, now it got changed here. So when I log into the screen, here, you will get the different color. So different settings, all those things. Now you can see it's a different color, right? It's a different color. You got it now, right? So, so here you can see the options here. So you can see the options here in the menu bar. We have the options here. Some people they will get in the more icons, more options. They will get it out in the different screens here. In the go to, you will get it out here, right? So it's a depends. It's a depends upon the usage here. It depends upon the usage. However, you need the theme. So the same theme you can use it here, right? So here in the SAP logon pad. So go to the here in the three bars or options. Go to the options here. Here you can change the themes, font, color, whatever you want. So you want to gold, so you want to green, so you want to purple. So whatever, however you want to red. So just you can to whatever, however the themes you want, just you can change it here, right? So the themes will be changed here. The theme will be changed here. Depends upon your settings, the theme will be changed here. Some people they will go for the SAP signature theme. That is the standard one. That is the standard theme here. Signature theme is the standard theme here. So however you want your user screen looks like, however you want, you can go to the SAP logon pad, then you can do the your own changes here. Now see, it's the gold changes we got here in the screen in the logon pad. See here, it got changed, right? So that's your wish. So however you want to like this here. Okay. So also so you can manually configure the all SAP systems in the SAP logon pad. So if you no need to manually configure it, so we can have the options. Go to the options here. Go to the configuration files. SAP logon options, configuration files. Just type the C:XML file here, right? So if you have the XML file here, why? Because whatever the logon pads, logon screens you are adding here, the systems all are in the your so all are in the one XML file. It will store into the one XML file here. So in the system, one person stored into the one XML file. So similar way, so just you can map your logon options configuration files to the this location. Okay, see XML folder location. Automatically you will get the all the systems into the your logon pad. Automatically all your systems it will come into the your logon pad here, right? All your systems you will get to the SAP logon pad here. This is the one thing. And so okay, so then so now we are discussing about the so now the first topic, you connected everybody, you logged into the SAP system, then I got the SAP screen. Some of the screenshots I got it from the here, the 6 screenshots I got it. So that's very good. Okay, so still if anyone wants to do it, you can just perform the tasks, all the tasks you can perform it here. Okay, so now let's try to discuss more about the dialog work process. Now the first topic, after you connected to the here SAP, the work process administration part we need to discuss. SAP work process administration we have to discuss here. Work process administration part here. So work process administration means we have the 5 plus 2 total 7 DB EBMGS, right? Here, the first work process is the dialog work process. The dialog work process here. So dispatcher completed just taking the user request and assigning to the respective dialog work process. So what is the use of the dialog work process here? So dialog work process will perform the two. So take the user request, then the second task is process the user request. Take the user request and the process the user request here, right? So take the user request and the process the user request here. That is what it will do here, right? So the dispatcher will take the request, your logon pad request, and will hand over to the your respective dialog work process here. The dialog work process will take care of your request, then will process your request. Whole and soul, the dialog work process is the first work process. It will process your user request, user logic, right? User request and user process. So the transaction codes for the work process, all the work process, not only dialogues, SM50, SM66 here, right? SM50 is for the local local work process overview. Local work process. So overview, we can see it here, right? So and also we have the SM66, that is for the global work process overview here. So what is mean by work process overview? Means status. We can check the status here. Why? Because so we know how to monitor our family member status and everything we know, right? Here also in the system side, most all the work in the work process will be carried out. All the work in the SAP system, these are the family members will be carried out by the all the work here in the SAP system here. In that, the work process related status are there here. Normally, when you are talking to the phone with others, you are in the on call, you are available, you are busy, in busy. So you are in the flight mode, you are in the flight mode. Like that, we have the status in the phone, right? Same way, work process also we have the status here. That is called the status of the work process. Status of the work process here. The status of the work process is it's like a waiting status. It's like a waiting status. Waiting, running, sleep, stop, error, right? And so preview mode, hold, preview mode, and hold. These are the status of the work process here. If the work process are waiting status, which means if the work process are waiting status, then which means so it's ready to take the user request. Waiting means free. Waiting means free. All the work process will take the request from the user. So it will take the user request means work process or waiting means it's a free work process. It's a free to handle the user request, right? When the work process are not free, it's running status, then we can see the work process is running status. Sleep, work process in the sleep mode due to some issues, due to some there is a dependency, then it will go to the sleep mode. When in the sleep mode, so it won't take the user request. When you are in the running mode, it won't take the user request. When you are stopping due to some errors, it won't take the user request. Other than that waiting, if the work process are in the other than that waiting, then it cannot handle the user request here. So waiting means free. Work process are waiting to pick up the user request. Work process are waiting to pick up the user request here. Sir, where can I check the work process overview here? So if we go to the SM50 is the transaction code. In the SM50, we can see the work process status here. Total how many work process we have. In that, how many are free? One is using. Who is using? My user, which I am currently logged into the DDIC user into the system. Then currently I am checking the information and everything. That's why one work process is one dialog. DAA means dialog. So update BTC. So one work process is running status here. One work process is running status here, right? Which means so dialog work process is running status currently here. Remaining all are waiting. Waiting means so number of users can log into the systems here. Number of users we can log into the systems in the number of users we can log into the systems here, right? Number of SAP screens we can open, we can log into the SAP screen here, right? So that is the work process status here. Status of the work process we can find out status here. This is the status here, right? So waiting means free. Running means, so one of the user request is done, means one of the user is logged into the SAP system, he is doing something in the system, right? So his details will be his details, what is the work process number, so what is the type of the work process, what is the ID, and what is the request is processing, what is the who is the user, what is the client is logged in, all the information will be displayed here. All the information will be displayed in the work process status, work process information here, work process information. You will get the all the work process status and everything here, right? This is the SM50. Right. So if you want to go for the other transaction codes in the SAP, you no need to go to the again home page here. Again, no need to go to the home page here. So suppose you executed the SACK, so nothing. Again, you want to go to the back, then you no need to go to the back again. So just go to the SACK. Then you, so in the same transaction code, just go to the /n. Then execute the SM50, directly you will jump into the, so same transaction, different transaction codes here. Always no need to go back here, right? Just execute the /n for the transaction code, /n transaction code, then it will display the work process status here, right? So this is the local work process status here, local work process status here, local work process status here. So local work process status here. In the local work process status here, so only one application server related work process are there. Those related information will be showed here. Those information will be showed here, right? Those work process related information will be displayed here, right? Those work process related information will be displayed here, right? Suppose, what about the SM66 here? What about the, just 1 minute. Hello? Hello? Yeah, sorry. So there's a wrong number. Yeah. So here you can just SM66 is for the global work process overview, which means you have the multiple application servers, all the application servers related. So information we can see it here. All the information we can see it here. So SM50 is for local, 66 is for global. Sir, what is mean by global means here? So global means here, suppose you have the, so SAP is the, so by default when you install the SAP, you will get the one application server, then database we will get it out, right? One application server, in the application server you will get the ASCS instance, then the primary application server you will get it out from the, whenever you are doing the installation here, ASCS, then you have the primary application server and you have the DB, right? This is the SAP GUI screen here, right? So whenever you are doing the installation, what will happen? You will get the first, second, so this way, and this will, you will get it out here. Only one application server. Why? Because application server is the main here to process the all your user request and everything here, all your users related logic, user request, it will process it here in the, so application server level here. So this is the one here. So why? Because here we have the dialog work process. Why? Because who will pick up the user request here? The first work process is the dialog work process. Dialog work process is responsible to process the your user request here, right? At the same time, tomorrow there is a load. Each application server, there is a limitations here. Up to it will handle the 100 users or 50 users or 150 users, depends upon the work process number, right? So there is a load. So that's the reason we can install the additional application server also. We can install the one more application server for same SID. We can install the n number of application servers we can install it here. N number of application servers we can install it here. AAS. So AAS, additional application servers we can install it here. So in this case, what will happen? What will happen? These three, this one, first one, second one, the third one, these three, either any one of the application server will take the user load. Any one of the thing will take the user load. It will process it here. It will process it here. Even though this is down, you can log into the any one of the these two. You can carry out the your request, your processing, your order booking in the application server level, right? Either this one or this one. If you have only one application server, what will happen? If this is down due to some issues, you cannot log in. But if you have the more than one, so one is down, one is available, take care of the your user request. So that's why this is called the, so here also we have the, so dispatcher, dialog work process, dialog work process, dialog work process. Only ASCS is only except message server and queue server. Remaining two will be except this one, only application server related dispatcher, and we have the dialog work process, background, update, so gateway, spool. This 5 work process, dispatcher, IC man. This will be created in the each and every application server level. Each and every application server level, we will get this process here, right? So here, if you open the SM50, it will only display the only this application server level work process information will be showed. But if you use the SM66, it is the 1, 2, 3, all the application server means global level. Global level, all the information will be displayed. Global level, all the information will be displayed here. Global level, all the information will be displayed here. That is called the additional application server. Sir, how to install the additional application server? Using the same SWPM tool only, we can install the just additional application server, we can install it. Why? Because additional application servers will use the same ASCS will be used, but same database will be used. So there is no separate database, same database, it will use the just additional application server, additional work process and everything. We will get it out in the system here. We will get in the systems here, right? So that is the, that is the, so additional application server, local and global. So SM50 is for the local work process overview, means only specific to this application server related work process we can see, right? So if you use the SM66, all entire system wide, that's why global work process, system wide, all the work process related status we can see it. If you are the only one application server, the same response will be displayed here, same response will be displayed. I think we have here one more application server, that is called the 7, right? We have the one more application server is there. So let me start this one. Let me start it here. You can see the one more application server status. You can see it from here. Let me show you. So in the MMC, you can just right click, you can start and stop it. So that is the way you can stop the, I will explain it separate procedure for stopping and starting the SAP systems. So it is starting. So here you can see now we have only applications number SAD. This is the application server instance number, right? If you double click it here, the more you will get it out here. The more other than that, this one you will get the more application server related profiles. So work process you will get. Not only so 05, you will also get the 07 related work process also you will get. Not only 05, so 07 related work process also it will be generated here. It will be generated here. Right? Once the application server started completely, so then you will get the status here, right? SM50 just only the local work process overview here. Only the instance number 05 related details will be showed. Only instance number 05 related details here. So if you go to the SM66 here, it will show the system wide all the process here. Now you can see ND40505, now ND407070707. Why? Because you have the two application servers, right? You have the two application servers here. Then two application servers related, so the work process are started here. The two application server related, the work process are started here. Now you can see the here. So which means here only one thing. If you go to the SM66, all the application server related work process and their status, everything will be shown here. Everything will be showed here. If you go to the SM50, here only you can see the single application server related information. Single means 05 only. Here on hold, this is the status. On hold means this is hold for what reason? The reasons will be displayed here. Failure means number of failures. Sometimes what happens, due to some disconnections, work process, the failures will happen. The failures count will happen here, which means some disconnections from the database level. So those details we can see it from the here, right? So locked memory, request time, CPU time, what is the time priority. So all the, what is the program it is executing, what is the client you logged in, what is the user ID you are using, all the information will be displayed here. All the information will be displayed here. So that is the difference between the SM50, SM66 here. Normally, this two transaction code we will use it for the dialog work process. So dialog work process responsibility is to take the user request and process the user logic here. Now, if you are entering something, immediately the work process will process your request here. You will get the screen. You will get the screen here, right? So that is the work of the dialog work process. Status of the information, everything we can see it here. The status of the work process, what it is doing and everything here. So here if the dialogs are fully free, then system is fully free to handle the user request. If the all work process are running status means even you cannot log into the SAP system. Even we cannot log into the SAP system here. Suppose example you see here NWD is down, which means all work process are dead. So if you double click it, it won't log in. It won't log into the systems here. Why? Because here work process dispatchers are down, so it won't handle your user request here. It won't handle your user request here. So that is the status of the work process here. Okay, that is the SM50, SM66 here. So local means only specific to the one application server here. Global means all the application server related work process related information we can see it here. We can see it here. That is the work process here. Okay, so that is the dialog. Suppose in case of any errors or anything, now you can see it here. Suppose this work process is running. So now you can see the menu options here. Here we have we can cancel the work process, or we can cancel it, we can restart it, or the main thing is so we can delete the sessions, right? We can display the trace file. So what is happening here, what happening here in the system. So all the information we can see it, the log files means work process, each and every log file will be displayed here. Work process related each and every information, the logs will be displayed here. So based on that, so we can see what is the error message, why it got failure, why it got folded, why it got cancelled. So why you are unable to log in. By checking this log file, you will come to know all the information. You will come to know all the information here. Here the main thing is status checking is very important. See here one work process is on hold. So something like that. What is the user? 000 some SAP sys. Some internal user. Some internal program is running here. Internal program, it's on the hold status here. Hold due to some other, it's waiting for the program to be completion. As soon as it's completed, then it will come to the waiting status. Now it's green, waiting status here. Now currently we logged into the system, we are executing something, we are running something, then our status is showing the running status here, right? So that is the concept of the work process, right? Only dialog work process here. So dialog work process related transaction codes are SM50, SM66 here, right? So apart from the dialog work process, so we have the One more work process is called the so update related things here, right? Update work process here. So before I go with the update work process, we have the some common transaction codes that is called the so ST22 above runtime errors, right? So then SM21, so system logs, we can check it out. SM51. So here we can check the active application servers. How many application servers are there in your SAP SID? Each SID, how many application servers are there? How to find out? For each SAP system, how many are there? You can how to find out means in SM51, we can find out here. We go to the SM51 transaction code here. We can see how many are active. Currently we have the two application servers for the under the one SID, under the one umbrella we have the two application servers here, 5 and 7, right? So then 5 and 7 are the application servers are there here, right? Two application servers. Even though one is down, if the one application server is down, you can log into the 05. 05 is down, 07 you can log in and you can carry out the your work here. You can carry out the your work here. 05 and 06 here, 07 here, right? This is the application servers. So ST22, which is like a runtime errors here. So runtime ABAP errors, which means any program error. Why? Because this is the live systems. These are the SAP systems are the business systems. Means every day the business will run, then users will compile the programs and everything here. So when you are doing this work, you can see here we can find out the so here we can see the so what is the what are the dumps we have? Runtime errors, program error, syntax error, timeout error, raise exception. There are the multiple errors we have here, right? If you see it, why we have these errors, right? Why we have these errors? If you open the dump, above dumps, above runtime errors ST22 here. Here you have the process tree here to analyze the so what is the system it is caused the issue here, right? This is the system here. Who is the user caused the this dump here? So 000 basis user here, right? Then so what is the error analysis you can do, right? So a serious error occurred while transporting the data into the foreground. Front end mode, some of the person is trying to transport the data, he got wrongly in something is got it there. How to correct the error here, right? We can see the text message, how to correct it here. Information on where it got corrected here, right? So, and also source code, what is the code it is used here? What are the application calls here? Application programs it is used here, right? You will see the all the information here. All the information you can find out from here. So if you see here illegal local time, so the local time is not correctly set here, right? Local time is in the application server not correctly set here. It is in the 9:15 p.m. So, right? So it's in the 9:15 p.m. How to correct this type of errors here? The timestamp on the apply might have the forward or back in the system. You make sure time zone application server database must match the restart the system here. The time zones, user time zones, so all those things should match it. That is what the error message here. We need to correct the time zones for these dumps. So all the type of dumps, runtime errors, program error, timeout errors, timings errors, syntax errors, so raise exceptions, all kind of memory errors, space errors, DB errors, all kind of errors we can find out here in the system. So here the main thing is if it is a program error, if it is a syntax errors, so this is the exceptions, type exceptions. So here we need to check with the respective users. We have to inform to them, right? If it is the basis related, means our technical related, some database is down, database space, memory. So those things we can delete. Apart from that program errors remaining, we can delete. Program errors, it's required the something from some help from some support from the your developers or functional teams here. Right? So we have to inform them. This is the one of the our daily monitoring activity here, ST22 to checking the runtime errors in the system here. It starts with the daily monitoring. So you need to log into the system. You need to check are there any n number of runtime errors in the system or not. So what is the exact errors? Program errors, syntax errors, light. If the DB SQL are serious errors, that time we have to worry about that one. So we need to fix the issues here, right? That is the ST22 here. If we go to the SM21 here, the same transaction code SM21 here. So here we can find out the so logs, system log. Those are the dumps. These are the system logs. System logs here. System logs we can find out here. System logs means here, so last 3 days, last 2 days, like what happened in our systems. So all the information we can see it here. All the information will be displayed here. So each and every time, so what happened? Connection to the message server. Yesterday we have practiced, then we have stopped the work process, then we have stopped it, then we have, so all the information you can see it here. All the information is it's recorded here in the screen. All the information is recorded in the screen here, right? So buffers could not send the data, so buffers, so starting the work process, we started. So all kind of things are loading here, right? All kind of things are loading into the system here. That is called the work process, so system log here, system log. So you can just give the timelines. You want to see specific timelines, or you want to execute for all application server. You want to check the specific user. Suppose I want to check the basis user. Are there any critical errors in the system or not? Since yesterday, just click on the basis, just give the filter conditions, just click on the execute it. So then it will pull the data only related to the basis. Only basis related details will be pulled here. Only the basis related basis user related information will be pulled here, right? So yesterday, I think 1442, the raise exception dump is occurred here because of some raise exception error occurred here, runtime errors are occurred. So this is the way we can check the system behavior and everything here. If something goes wrong, maybe some memory issues or CPU issues, we need to fix it out. We need to fix it out here. So the major thing is here, the any DB SQL error or any memory errors which we have to take the responsibility, right? So here ST22 above runtime errors, right? So SM21 system logs. So then what are the transaction codes? SM51 active application servers. You have the how many application servers are there. So you can also log into the individual application servers also here, right? 07 you can log in here. So you can see 07 you logged in now here, right? So like that individual application servers. I want to check the all the work process status in the one screen means SM66 here. So all the work instance related, all the work process, you can find out the SM66 here, right? Those information will be displayed here, right? So here always one work process is running. Why? Because currently I'm navigating from one screen to other screen, one work process. Some others are running on this work process here, right? So this is the work process related, right? So yeah, I think I can practice it. Yeah, up to, so today's one SM50, SM66. So this 5 transaction codes, you can practice it for today. Okay, you can practice it today. So tomorrow I will ask you. So I will ask you some of the questions. You need to answer it here, right? How to check the system content. Tomorrow, because in the interview point of time, how to check the above runtime errors, how to check the logs, how to check the how many application servers are active in the production system or not, how to check it out. Like that, you may get the questions. So you need to answer it, right? That's why. So please, so now navigate it at one time, at least one time. Just to go to the ST22, observe it, what we have the options here. ST22. So we can check the yesterday's one. So today's one and yesterday. Yesterday's nothing. Only today we have the. So I want to check the. So only yesterday, today. I want to check the. So suppose like 30th related data. 30th related data here. Then give the date and time here. Just click on the start button here. It will be the 13th related. If any dumps, it will display the dumps here, right? Yesterday nothing also, but today only we have the 9 dumps here. 9 dumps are generated here. So those dumps we can see it here, right? So we can see it here. What is the program which cancelled it? What is the runtime error? Who is the user? Application server name? All the details will be displayed here. All the information will be displayed in the systems. Okay, so that is the, so SM21 is this one things here. So you can practice it, this 5 transaction codes, and so yesterday's one, so you need to practice it. Okay, any questions, anyone? We'll go with this slowly initially to understand you, why? Because few members still they are unable to configure in the SAP logon pad. So let them to start configuring and please practice it. Okay.